Covington, Cincinnati. Just short little flight today on the 320. Thanks for checking it out. We're ready to go. Set to auto throttle here. Getting something. There we go. For some reason my auto throttles are not engaging. Not sure what's going on there. Gotta get me back on center line. It's terrible. Oh, it's a terrible takeoff. What I'm doing there's V1. Rotate. Get it up in the air, and we're away. For some reason, we're having an issue here. We're cleared for climb out. Gear coming up.
Allegiant Alpha Alpha Yankee 4753. Contact Toledo. Departure on 126.
We're now for we're gonna get out of it soon here. As you can see here, we're gonna end up on Togalog, which is about ready to happen. Yeah, trying to engage it. It's giving me some kind of an issue here. I'm not sure what the issue is.
Allegiant Alpha Alpha Yankee 4753. Did you hear my last transmission?
Going to 126.1 Allegiant Alpha Alpha Yankee 4753.
Well, we're not in managed climb mode. We'll get there. There we go. Now we're in climb mode. Oh, you sucker. What's the issue here? Follow our flight director in the meantime. Had an update. Came in while I was out this week, and it's got everything all kind of wonky. So we're going to maintain about 200 knots and keep an eye on it. Let's go flaps up. Come around, gaining altitude as we go. We're cleared to 13,000 at this point. That's where we're headed. Not sure what's going on with my autopilot. It's not want to take me there. And now we're in Togalog because of speed problems. So we're going to turn all the throttles off. We're going to kind of level out here, flying strictly on instruments. Let's not dive. Back on where our flight directors are on, and we've already busted our speed limit, so that's going to cost us on our score today. Flying Allegiant 4753 for Allegiant Virtual. And we're going to take a look at what's going on. Oh, I did not turn on my transponder. Which we are now. Okay. Let's see if we can get there. Throttles are in climb. Auto throttles on. And I think we got it squared now. Don't ask me what was going on there because I don't really know. But anyways, welcome to the Friendly Skies. Let's see what's happening here. Trying to see how things are looking in the stream. Right now they're looking cloudy apparently. Let's see, what was Toledo reporting here? Oh, there's the edge of those clouds. Oops. Checking all my stuff here to see what we were looking for. Weather. It's broken up to something, I forget. Broken clouds up to 3,500. We're above that. We're going to be watching. Oh, I'm losing all kinds of scores today. Oh, my landing light's on. My beacon's not on. I'm going to get a very, very low grade. Anyways, here we are back in the studio trying again today, just for a short flight down to Cincinnati, back to home base. I can stop moving the mouse everywhere, setting off all the menus. See what's happening as we get closer to Cincinnati here. We're going to fly out to Amherst, which is going to be our first waypoint. Getting a little bit of a message on the my MICU down here telling me to check my weight. I had these all set up for, you know, brighten it up so you can see it here in the stream. I'm getting this check weight message down in the bottom corner, and I don't quite understand that. We were good on. It's already too late. My zero fuel weight here was really set. That's what, you can see it or not, right here. ZFW, yeah, that's my zero fuel weight, zero gravity. Everything that looked good on the ground, it was reporting in correctly. As a matter of fact, the sim pulled those numbers, so if it's wrong, you did it. Sucker, you. This is the fly-by-wire A320. This is actually my favorite airliner. I like quite a bit. Today's flight is just a small repositioning flight, taking about 162 souls down to Toledo, from Toledo. We're turning those landing lights off now, above 10,000. Again, this is going to be a terrible score today. We'll see what it comes up with, because our airline will score our flight. It just depends on what kind of landing we have. We've got to get close enough to Cincinnati that I can hear their ATIS, which... that information up so I can take a look at what we're doing. Charts. Take a look at your info. It's kind of quiet out here. I think I should be over here on approach. Yep, we're gonna tune to center and contact Cleveland Center.
Cleveland Center, Allegiant Alpha Alpha Yankee 475 is at 12,700 feet, climbing 13,000 feet.
Allegiant Alpha Alpha Yankee 4753 Cleveland Center altimeter 29.901 continue to AMRST as planned.
Okay, we're continuing to Amherst as planned.
Alpha Yankee 4753 climb and maintain 17,000 feet.
We get cleared up to 17.
Climb and maintain 17,000 feet, Allegiant Alpha Alpha Yankee 4753.
So we'll continue our climb here and take a second for the aircraft to catch up. There, we're starting to climb again. Alright, so take a look at that. I'm going to go ahead and tune in the ATIS for Cincinnati, so that way into our secondary radio, so that way when it comes up I can potentially hear it. That's going to be on 135.3.
Generic 5 Golf climb and maintain 9,000 feet.
On the co-pilot's radio. Make this quick flight, then we gotta go pick up a click list. We've been at band camp all week, so this is the first chance I've had to get into the cockpit all week and missed it terribly. There we go. So now our co-pilot's radio over here. What does that mean? I think. Let's check.
Climb and maintain flight level 260 Frontier.
Anyways, you can see here on our co-pilot's radio, we're 135.3. That's our second radio.
Good day.
Hopefully you hear that ATIS. Up over here on our primary.
128.625 for Endeavor 49er12.
Yep, just there we go. Now we've made our first turn. You can tell that we're starting to turn.
Flight level 320.
Check and see if that's us. A little behind the ball here today, so bear with me as we go looking. Skies are kind of clearing up in front of us, so that's kind of nice. We're going to turn the weather radar on. Oh, they've got it inoperative again. Ground crew not doing a great job at keeping that active, which be nice. Still trying to get that working here, so we'll see what happens. They said in the release earlier that we might get that, but we don't have it now.
Frontier Flight 4837 contact.
You can tell by the in-op right there. So let's take a look over our flight plan today. Today's flight's going to take us, as I said, we took off out of Toledo Express. We just made the turn to Amherst. We're headed down to Appleton, a VOR that's kind of, it's between Dayton and Columbus, kind of on the north side, northeast of Columbus.
625 Frontier Flight 4837.
So that's one that we're used to hearing, Appleton. Fly around the area, or the Ohio area a lot. So it looks like our flight's going to take us...
Allegiant Alpha Alpha Yankee 475 acknowledge last transmission.
Oh, I missed him. Let's see what he had to say. We're handing off...
134.9er Allegiant Alpha Alpha Yankee 4753.
134.9er. So we're going to make that change. Cleveland Center.
Frontier Flight 1585 contact Cleveland Center on 135.1.
And we've made our switch here now. And when we contact center.
Cleveland Center Allegiant Alpha Alpha Yankee 4753, 17,000 feet.
I happen to notice we have a discrepancy in
Allegiant
our...
Alpha Alpha Yankee 4753 Cleveland Center altimeter 29.87 continue to Alpha Papa Echo as planned.
We're going to kill this flight plan discrepancy. And then it connects. So there's Appleton there on the screen. And then from there it's a straight shot down to Covington. We're going to start our descent here shortly. That's what this little arrow right here, I don't know if my hand's showing up or not, the little arrow after the ABE right here on the screen. When we get there, we're good to go. Now, they've not cleared us above the altitude that we're at. It's fine with me, because I don't want to go way high, because we're going to have some issues. So, for right now, we're going to come in on this. Now, I'm not coming in on a star.
Center Frontier Flight 1585 is passing flight level tree 00 climbing.
So we'll set that there.
Frontier Flight 1585 Cleveland Center. Continue to
Try and find my brief here. I don't believe that we had a star going.
135.1 Frontier Flight 1071.
Get my sim brief here. I thought it was a pretty...
2 Delta Tango descend and maintain flight level tree 50.
My flight plan. So I can look at it. No, we are on the Tiger. We're on the Tiger 3 arrival. Okay, so right now it's planning for 1-8. So we're going to take a look here in our mix.
Cleveland Center, Piedmont 59er, 71, flight level tree 60. Piedmont 59er, 71 Cleveland Center. Continue to NOLNS.
So we're going to go into our destination. We're going to say our arrival
2 Delta Tango descend and
is
maintain flight level
1-8.
tree 50.
We'll go 1-8 left. Right. We're looking for the Tiger 3. There it is, Tiger 3 arrival. We don't have a, we don't have a, I can't remember what I'm trying to use. Not usually my thing. Got to put it in over here on my arrival type area. Transition, that's the
2 Delta
word.
Tango descend and maintain
I'm so
flight
glad
level
I know what I'm doing. You
350.
can tell that I've not had a lot of rest this week, so I'm really
Generic
glad.
4 Delta Tango.
I don't think it gave us the option.
Tree 1
Oh.
climb and maintain flight level tree 20.
I thought that's when I was talking and you didn't hear it. Jeez.
Climb and maintain flight level tree
That's
20 American tree 1.
Alright, so it did not give me the opportunity here to put in transition. So
2 Delta Tango
it's okay.
descend and maintain flight level tree 50.
We're going to work on that. We're going to pull up this this approach so I can see the overlay here and
Cleveland Center jet card
determine
452
what
flight
we
level
have.
tree 70. Jet card 452
We're going to turn on our
Cleveland
constraints
Center.
here.
Continue as planned.
because that'll tell me
Piedmont
where we
59er
need to go.
71, contact Cleveland Center on 127.9er. Good day.
And I don't think.
Frontier Flight 1585.
But we gotta go down to
contact
Havlo
Cleveland Center on
and come back up on 18. We'll
Good
see
day.
we'll see what happens here. They may change that.
127.9er, Piedmont 59er 71.
They may change that on us. Let's see.
135.1 Frontier Flight 1585.
Just a little bit. We're still just zooming along. Like right now. We're
Allegiant Alpha Alpha Yankee 475 contact Indianapolis Center on 124.45. Good day.
124.45 for Allegiant 4753.
124.45 for Allegiant Alpha Alpha Yankee 4753.
What was it? 24.450. Okay. Start cranking knobs. 450.
Lost Streak 5221 traffic is 10 o'clock, 4 miles at flight level tree 20 Airbus. Report them in sight.
And here we are. We're going to check in with Indianapolis Center.
Indianapolis Center, Allegiant Alpha Alpha Yankee 475 17,000 feet.
Allegiant Alpha Alpha Yankee 4753, Indianapolis Center altimeter 29.900, continue to Alpha Papa Echo as planned.
Trying to work a couple of things here while we're flying. Again, there's no flight plan. Been a while since I did any airline ops. I've been doing a lot of GA stuff here recently. So, our current altitude is 17,000 feet. Let's see that. Target altitude at Covington is
5 Tango X-ray climb and maintain flight level 450.
886.
Indianapolis Center, Blue Street
So,
5221 flight level 350.
it's telling us to start our descent about 51 miles out. We're going to do that. That's not a problem. Work out our landing here if I can remember how to work this thing. Little data for flight plan.
Indianapolis Center, continue to Echo Sierra Lima as planned.
So runway slope, we're going to say is 0.2%, 23%.
Climb and maintain flight level 4505 Tango X-ray.
10,000 feet runway.
5 Tango X-ray contact Indianapolis
Approach
Center
speed's going to be
on
145.
120.475. Good day.
Flaps configuration, we're going to go 3. Runway heading is 360.
Going to 120.475
Dry.
Tango X-ray.
836. 896. And calculate. Okay, so it's going to show us. We're going to want a medium. If we have low, we're going to use every bit of that runway before we can get it stopped. But we're going to use the thing here. Let me turn on calculate. If I do an auto land, we're still way down the runway. So we'll see. We'll probably do some auto land stuff, some Cat 3 stuff. We'll see what it is that Cincinnati's got in store for us. Close this back on my chart so I can go back to where we are. And this back on task.
Frontier Flight 24, Indianapolis Center, Jet Car 45.
We're in Appleton now. We're going to make that turn.
Jet Car 45.
And here shortly, as I said, turning now kind of down towards Cincinnati. We're actually right to the northeast of Columbus. Columbus is going to be right about right here. If it wasn't cloudy, you'd be able to see it. Okay, so we're going to start top of descent here at about seconds. Bring up these displays because I'm blinded at that. I'll let you guys on how well they're showing up the stream.
Generic 511 climb and maintain flight level 410.
Hello, wrong way. There we go. We'll just save this lighting scheme so that way I know what's going on. Alright, so
Brickyard 5839er climb and
a lot of stuff
maintain
going on here,
16,000 feet.
right? So we're gonna keep going. We're 80 miles from top of the center, right?
Indianapolis Center, generic November
Pick
686
that up.
Mike Alpha, flight level 190.
Let's see.
Generic November 686 Mike Alpha, Indianapolis Center. Continue to Sierra India Echo as planned.
See if we can get to the ATIS here, not see what they're using in the way of just a beat.
Indianapolis Center, Frontier Flight 1071, flight level 370. Frontier Flight 1071, Indianapolis Center. Continue to bird as planned.
I'm using that.
Spirit Wings 1180 climb and maintain flight level 350.
Departing runway is 27. Good. How
Climb
many?
and maintain 16,000
We're still
feet.
270 at 11 knots. So we're
Frontier
probably
Flight
going to have to change this
1071,
over to
contact Indianapolis Center
27.
on 127.1. Good day.
We're going to change over to
Brickyard
runway.
5839er, you are
We're going to
28
go
miles east.
up,
Descend and maintain 4,000 feet.
27.
Expect ILS runway 28 right approach via YELYU transition.
Okay.
Cleared to YELYU.
Tiger 3.
Allegiant Alpha Alpha Yankee 475 contact Indianapolis Center on 120.475. Good day.
127
Brickyard
decimal.
5839er descend
45.
and maintain 4,000 feet. Descend and maintain 4,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 28
This
right
freaking
approach
guy.
via YELYU transition. Cleared to YELYU Brickyard 5839er.
120.475 Allegiant Alpha Alpha Yankee 4753.
475. Get there sooner or later. It's like real touchy. 475. There we are. Put that in. Contact
Indianapolis Center,
Indianapolis.
Allegiant Alpha Alpha Yankee 4753, 17,000 feet.
So,
Allegiant Alpha Alpha Yankee 4753 Indianapolis Center altimeter 29.996 continue as planned. Frontier Flight 1585 contact Indianapolis Center on 124.45. Good day.
pretty much nothing changed, just the runway heading that we're going to. Okay.
Going to 124.45 Frontier Flight 1585. 5 Tango X-ray descend and maintain flight level tree 60.
I don't think this is quite right, but we'll...
Descend and maintain flight level tree 605 Tango X-ray.
We're on their thing, so we're going to keep going. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to set my descent. Oh, it's already there. We're behind. I'm ahead of the game. Alright, so... practice, Nana, hello. Okay, well, we're going to see exactly what happens here. Approach is going to be 27. Less 27. Let's take a look at that. Oh, that's going to be ugly as can be. But, you know what? I just work here. I just fly the bus. Get this off the screen. See what we got. Scroll back out. Okay. So we're gonna flip on. We're gonna do an all call here. And let me get ready to land. quiet on the radio now. Everybody shut up, which is awesome. Oh, you're not 2996. I didn't get that connected. I need to do my destination information. Let's go to your performance. Climb. Alright, so in Cincinnati, we are looking at a pretty decent altimeter, 30.02. The temperature is 22 degrees, a balmy 22 degrees. Wind is reporting in currently at 270.11. And Barrow is, what he said it was, 1016. We've got our destination information in there, and we're okay to go. We're going to go landing configuration is 3. Get that out of here. Right now, we don't need ATC's help. We're not answering ATC. Cruising along, 17,000, getting ready to start our descent here. Probably just let's bring it back in. About 40 miles from top of descent, right after Tiger. On that approach, though, we are looking at, what I'm looking at in my charts here. Navograph charts might work here. Let's try that. Hey, he's there.
Cincinnati Airport information, uniform 1600 Zulu. Wind 279er at 6. Visibility 10 in heavy rain. Sky conditions, few clouds at 2,600 feet, ceiling 4,900 feet overcast. Temperature 27. Dew point 10. Altimeter 29.95. ILS runway 27 in use. Landing and departing runway 27. DFR.
Sorry, it'll be just a quick second as I'm having a conversation with Mrs. Rhodes. How about you just wait until I get finished, and then we'll go to the red barn and try that one, okay? Okay. So anyways, as you can see here, sorry about that. As you can see here, I think you can see this screen. We're coming in. ATIS just told us that we're going to go on the 27 departure. Or, I'm sorry, 27 arrival. So we're going to come down here to Charles, Bacchus, Hannah, Havlo. And then we're going to head up here to Gelda. Now, Gelda is... I think I got a flight plan discrepancy there, I thought. Tiger, Charles, Bacchus, Hannah, Havlo, Manual, there it is. Alright, so... top of descent reached. And we are now going to start our descent. We're going to ask ATC. Wait, I don't know what you're doing here. They're kind of stuck. So we're going to go on starting our descent anyways. As you can see, we're coming down. Our descent altitude is 10,000 feet. Take a look at back here. Our star, if I can remember where to get it from.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you may have noticed, we have begun our initial descent down
up in the chart overlay.
Now would be a good time to wrap up any business you need to take care of as we prepare for approach. If you are up, once you return to your seat, we ask that you remain seated until the aircraft arrives safely at the gate.
Alright, so we're coming down. Expect 11,000 at there. take us to 11. By the star, we should be at 11, not 10. So we're going to go to 10. The constraints should catch us. However, I'm not seeing the constraint. Actually, they're just... We'll run with that. See what we get. As the captain told everybody, we're on our descent now. So... we gotta expect these things, and the Havlo will probably get further information, but that's what we're at right now. Get that out of the way. We can find Cincinnati approach. Good Lord, I'm having such a tough time today. Arrival latest is 134.375. We'll check it again just to make on the safe side. We should.
Cincinnati Airport information, Echo 1600 Zulu. Wind 280 at 6. Visibility 10 in heavy rain. Sky condition, few clouds at 2,600 feet, ceiling 4,900 feet.
Did you hear that? Heavy rain.
Temperature 27. Dew point 10. Altimeter 29.904. ILS runway 27 in use. Landing and departing runway 27. DFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft red back. Cincinnati Airport information, Echo 1.
Alright, so...
Cincinnati
Descend and
Airport
maintain
information,
5,000
Echo
feet. Expect
160
ILS runway 27 approach. In KOYD transition. Cleared to KOYD. Allegiant Alpha Alpha Yankee 4753.
Sky condition, few clouds
so
at 2,600 feet, ceiling
we're direct to Katy.
4,900 feet overcast.
So we're going to have to go in here and go direct.
Dew point 10.
A
Altimeter 29.904. ILS runway 27 in use. Landing and departing runway 27. DFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft red back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact. You have Echo.
Plane's going to churn us to Katy. Where the hell that's
Cincinnati
at?
Airport information, Echo 160.
Looks like that's going to be a lot of fun. I don't know what they just did to us.
6. Visibility 10 in heavy
Let's
rain.
shut him.
123.925 Allegiant Alpha Alpha Yankee 4753.
Right, so descend and maintain 5,000. We're on. We're heading. I don't know what we're doing here. But
Indianapolis Center,
we're
Allegiant
following their
Alpha
lead.
Alpha Yankee 4753 is at 13,200 feet, descending 5,000 feet.
So we'll turn this off. Head in this direction, direct to Katy, you know. Really see Katy. Well, either I messed up or it messed up. I'm not sure. But we're going to follow what they tell us to do. We're probably going to do a little bit of churning and burning here, which is okay. That's probably the airport over there. They're saying heavy rain. I'm not seeing it. I may not have the weather set properly. But I don't know. We'll put her on the ground here shortly. As we're coming down, looks like we're at about 11,900 feet right now. Got some other aircraft in the area on us. We're in our descent, we're on profile, so we're looking pretty good here. Sorry, this is a terrible flight for me. I usually know what the hell I'm doing. some reason the weather in the sim and the weather on the reports are not exactly adding up. I mean, they kind of are, but not a bunch. See what they're going to do to us on this flight plan, because this, yeah, that looks goofy as can be. Here's our terrain radar. It says it's inoperative. It seems to be working. So if that's the case, let's put terrain on over here. And some weather radar over here, perhaps. Don't see anything there. Back this guy out to the same. Level of terrain radar. And we'll see what we can get. There's the Ohio River directly in front of us there. You can kind of see it. We're going to make this kind of figure-8 turn here for some reason. I do not know why, but we're going to follow it. That's what our flight plan is telling us to do on our way down to 5,000 feet. Coming down to 10,000 here, we're going to turn our landing lights on. I'm actually going to try and hit this one. I'm not sure why. Like I said, we're doing what we're doing. We're going to kick that on. And our speed, we're dropping speed because there's kind of like a hard speed limit of 250 knots under 10,000 feet. So we'll kind of level off a little bit till we get underneath there, and we can kick on those lights now. Just verify that they did in fact come on. They did. Cycle this real quick. They're all calm. Start working out our landing configuration here. We're going to need medium brakes, which we have. Here's our figure 8. We're dumping altitude at the same time, so it's really not that big of a deal that we're doing this, as long as ATC doesn't like throw a fit, which you're uncharacteristically quiet. We're going to go ahead and tune in approach. We're going to contact our airport here if we can find them in our list. Not Hallelujah Field. Something I don't care for here is you do this stuff and the list keeps changing because of where you are. I haven't seen it in the list yet, so maybe we're just okay right now. There it is. Number 8. Tune in the tower. We're going to request a full stop landing.
Cincinnati Tower Allegiant Alpha Alpha Yankee 475 is 24 miles northeast 9,200 feet with Echo to land.
Fly straight in, runway 27.
Fly straight in runway 27 Allegiant Alpha Alpha Yankee 475.
Alright. So here we go. We're going to put it in there and see if we can't put it on the ground without killing everybody, which sometimes can be a real challenge for me. Still bleeding that down. We're just under 9,000 feet right now, doing our little hiccup here. Once we get to a point here, we're going to turn on our, start flipping some switches like our landing scope. There's some weather coming in. We might still get some bumps here. Performance, we are not quite in approach phase. They're saying 1722, so about 16, 18 minutes, 18 minutes here. We should be able to start. I think for sure it's coming down. It's clouding up on us, so probably going to use that Cat 3 landing, so that way the system does it automatically. It's a nice touch in the Airbus. I do like auto land, or at least get me close. You know, get me to where I can see the runway, and by golly, I'll do the worst, best, worst, best. I'm not sure which way that goes. I'll do the darndest I can to put us on the ground. It's pretty definite. It's whether or not we can walk away from it. We'll have to excuse my poor streaming today. Kind of tired, but get us there on the ground nonetheless. Estimating arrival in Cincinnati, looking like somewhere in about 18 minutes. We're at 8,000. We're getting down to where we want to be. Turn on some terrain radar. We're not looking too bad. Zoom this back a little bit here. Looks pretty good that way. I can still look out the window, see what's up. Pardon my flow dot. Coming in here and see if we can locate the field, and it's going to be off to our right somewhere, but we'll be alright. We come through the clouds here. I see a Cessna down there. A couple of them, actually. Cessna Day in Cincinnati, apparently. Alright, so we're now heading to Bacchus, which should put us pretty much, bring it back up here. We're charged, we're going to get to Bacchus. Once we get down here, we're going to make the right turn in and ready to go. Give us a kiss. Thank you. Oh, be careful. Jen's heading out, so let her do her thing. We're back on profile now. Getting down there, we're at 5,000 feet. We at Bacchus are supposed to be at 4840, so we're going to start backing this down just a little bit more. This is going a little different than I would normally do, but we're okay with it. We're just going to ride it out and see what we get. I'm starting to see constraints here, so that's a good sign. If we get to like Hannon, I'm probably just going to direct to Gelda, which will take us onto the approach. I don't have some kind of discrepancy here. There we go. Now we're set for the plane. Now we got her. There's a runway right there. As a matter of fact, I'm not sure what one that is. It's who is that? Nope, no, wrong one. Airport. That's Lunken, okay. I promise, I didn't kill anybody in my last flight. Take a look outside. Coming out, getting a little choppy on us here. Where'd he go? Yep, oh shoot. Let's see if I can. There we go. That's Lunken right there. Yeah, I know exactly where we are. Right over yonder, over there, is the dreaded Turpin. Ooh. Me and the Bandaz are not liking the idea of going back over the Turpin. Gotta climb to the top of the hill. Leave that be Turpin right there. That's not it. Anyways, a lot of hills in this area down here. Cincinnati is kind of a extended town on the hills, if you will. That might be what's modeled for Turpin. That doesn't look like the right orientation. Something over here. But anyways, let's get back in the cockpit because it's time to start paying attention to what we're doing, get set up for this landing. There you can see the Ohio River over there. Coming in. Oh, that's not Turpin. No, not at all. I don't know. Sometimes when I come in on these approaches, I get a little mixed up. Obviously, the Ohio River is right up here. You know, toward 2 o'clock. That would be Cincinnati. Let's see if we can move up there. Yep. Wish my graphics card did a better job of rendering this stuff, but it is what I've got. And it's not a bad card, so I'll take it, you know. I'm trying to keep the frames per second reasonable for you guys. You can see straight ahead up here, that's going to be where Cincinnati is, right under that cloud. You can tell by all the tags sitting there waiting on us to arrive. Somebody else taking a trip. That's kind of cool. Getting ready to make this left-hand turn. We're at 4,800 feet. After that, our next one is going to be 3,800. So we're going to drop another 1,000 feet. Setting up for Hannett. Let's just go ahead and take it down to 3,500. That's where we're going to be at half low. That's where it wants us. So we're going to go down here to Hannett. We're going to do a little loop-de-loo. Now, obviously, it's going to be tough to see because the runway is right over there in this soup, and that's going to be, whew, it's going to be rough. So we're going to go ahead and just do our thing here. And just roll along through these clouds. You can kind of see the ground coming back to the side as we go in. Probably making you sick with my mouse movements. If so, I apologize greatly. It's not been a very effective day for me. I apologize. I'm usually a little bit more on the ball. Right now, just trying to get my necessary one flight in every 30 days for the airline. It's kind of a requirement to maintain your membership is once every 30 days. I've kind of been slacking here lately, and somehow they haven't kicked me out or put me on the inactive list, but I appreciate that from all our fine folks over at Legion Virtual. FlyAAY.com at all times. Around here. And the therapy at 30K was on the other night and mentioned me, I guess, according to Twitch. I don't stream on Twitch just yet. I'm trying to get better. I'm not using VATSIM ATC on my streams because as bad as this flight was, it'd be even worse if I was on VATSIM. But we'll get there. Part of the learning process right now is getting comfortable in the cockpit, comfortable on the mic, which if anybody who really knows me, being comfortable talking is kind of comical. Usually the trick is getting me to shut up. So we're still looking pretty good. We're actually slowing down below our descent speed. We're still on. Nope. Somehow we lost our auto throttle. I don't know how that happened. Let's get the throttles back where they need to be, and we're about to head out. That's where this is. We're supposed to be up in here. Surprised ATC hasn't yelled at me yet. So we're going to slow down here. That dot right there is 250 knots, and that's where the computer wants us to be for this part of the flight. We're getting ready to do a little loop right here, as you can see in the heads or the primary display. We're on altitude. We are receiving some of our ILS information here. The landing scope is on. Make that turn, we'll put it in approach mode. Turn on the second autopilot. Drop the gear and flaps. We seem to be doing pretty good. You know, we'll see what's happening. Sorry, trying to zoom in on or scroll on something else, and it decided it didn't like that idea. It wanted to take you along for the ride. So here we go. We're setting at 3,500. We're making the trip around this little loop here. You can see we're right over northern Kentucky. We're going to come around. We're going to come up on a spot here where we're at. We need to start slowing down. Again, the flight system's going to monitor and do that. You hear it giving a little bit more engine there in the background. We're going to come around and grab that just get that so we can see it both places. We're going to go to ILS 27, so we got to hit Gelda up here. We're making the turn to Gelda. We're at 3,500 feet like it wants. Once we do that, we'll be good. Katie, look at that. Katie radar fix. That's the one we were headed for, darn it. Get all out. Anyways, we're coming in ILS 27. We've been approved for landing. Let's just check and make sure there's nothing else. Nope, we're good. So we're going to get in spot here, and then we're going to just configure ourselves for landing. At Gelda, we're going to drop our speed down to 171. That's what that little purple dot is right there. That's our constraints are in purple. Matter of fact, we're going to go ahead and give it one notch of flaps. Nope, we're not. The computer said, stop it. We're above our maximum flap at this point. 230 is where we need to be. So when we start dropping, which we will here very shortly, we'll be able to put it in. Just off over there to the left somewhere. I guess that's going to be it straight ahead of us there. That'll be our airport. So we're going to come around, turn to the right, go up and make a left-hand turn, you know, and then we'll be good to go. Speed is still constant at 250. We're on the auto throttles, autopilot. We're going to make that right-hand turn. We're going to start to burn the speed off here after we conclude this right turn. It's going to get kind of quick here, so we're going to get a little busy. Might hear some stuff going on in the cockpit, so just hang in. And we'll see how this landing goes here. It'll be on the ground in about 2 minutes. Alright, we've hit the decel point, so we should be starting to lose and bleed off a little bit of speed. But the computer's not doing it just yet. And now we're going down there. So we're getting down. Speed's coming down now to our restriction. Once hit this, we're hit our first notch of flaps here. Ouch. I'm gonna get hit with an overspeed too. That's gonna suck. Like I said, my score on this flight for the wrong way. For the airline is going to be less than I'd like. We'll see how the actual landing score comes out. What my feet per minute is. Now remember, I'm on auto brake. We're not using thrust reversers. So, we're doing okay. Coming down on flaps 2. Once we make this turn, we're going to go ahead, flaps 2. Turning on the approach. Autopilot 2 engaged. We're good to go. Cat 3 single. Autopilot 1, autopilot 2. We're looking up for land green, which will come up right in the middle. It's going to put us right on line with the runway. There we are, runway 27. And here we come in. We are now 7.5 miles. We're going to go ahead and drop that on gear on down. Another notch of flaps. Get everything ready to go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Cincinnati. To Covington. Alright, so we're on locator now. Second here, we're going to see our, hopefully see our landing scope come out. One more drop of flaps.
Traffic. Traffic.
Oh, the A car sees somebody. It might do something to us here. I don't see this fella. Do you guys? I don't see anybody in front of us. Whoever he is, he's gone. Alright, so we're on approach. But we're not dropping, so I'm going to go ahead and take controls. I don't know why we did not.
$2,500.
Oh, there he is. No wonder. We're going to go around. Don't quite get why ATC's not talking to us. Oh.
Cleared to land runway 27 number 2 Allegiant Alpha Alpha Yankee 4753.
Oh, they made him go around. That's awesome. Well, we'll pull a circle here. We don't want to be climbing. So we're just going to shut that out so that way I can see what's up. We were on glide slope, but we were way high. That other feller behind us or underneath of us was not where we want us to be. I don't understand why the auto land wasn't engaging, but hey, it's alright. We're going to do this old manual.
$1,000.
Sometimes the airliners and I don't quite get where we're supposed to be, but it's okay. We're going to get there. One way or another. We can turn the terrain radar off. I can clearly see the ground, so I'm not so worried about that. Make the turn here, trying to bring us back around on the flight, on the approach. Kind of leave them levers where they is.
1,000.
This is one of those, you gotta trust the aircraft to a point. Check again in the cabin. Landing is green. Wheels are down. Gears out.
1,000.
On the approach once again. We want to go to the right, not the left. We won't do too much. We're going to hear people screaming. That'll be a problem. Then I get a call from the office, and I got to justify the expedited turn. Alright, I got 27 out in the distance there. I think we're gonna make it this time. Line her up here right quick. I think we're in.
1,000.
We're getting some frame stutters here. I'm not sure why. And again, that could be part
1,000.
Part of that update I took. And I'm not a fan of these dang world updates. I mean, I like the world updates. Don't get me wrong. I just don't like the
1,000.
Definitely gives an issue. Yep. It can deal with it right now. I don't care. Alright, so we're kind of lined up. Showing a decent track here. We look pretty good. Landing scope's coming down. We're a little bit off to the side, so we're okay. Give a little love. Wind ain't helping us any, but we'll be alright. Alright, so Covington Allegiant 4735 on approach. Runway
1,000. 1,000.
Here we go. We're going in this time. We're going to make it work, and we're going to see what kind of landing rate we can get. Kind of getting stuttery. Start telling me where I need to make adjustments, because by the time it catches up, man, it's... It's a decent looking picture. Looks about right. We're rolling along here. I don't think we're too bad. Speed
500.
looks good. If anything, we're a little bit low.
400.
But I think we're
400.
okay. On localizer. Land is green, so we're going.
300. 100 above. 200. 100.
Well, we're off center line, I can tell you that.
50. 40. 30. 20.
Blaring.
10. 5.
It's ugly. It's ugly. Keep it on the tarmac. Bring the brakes down. What are you doing on the runway, dude? Yeah, I think I'm fairly certain that the ATC has come to go get a drink. But we'll work it out. That's another truly terrible landing. Oh, actually, wasn't that bad. Yeah. We got down on the ground. Landing rate was under 200, which is awesome. May not get as bad of a grade as I thought. Looks like I was able to pull it out there. Hold on, let me acknowledge ground.
130.5 for Allegiant Alpha Alpha Yankee 4753.
Whoa.
Cincinnati ground Allegiant Alpha Alpha Yankee 4753 taxi to the gate.
See, I don't hear them at all.
Taxiing to gate 70 using taxiway Charlie Cross runway tree 6 center Golf Lima Quebec Sierra Allegiant Alpha Alpha Yankee 4753.
Taxi to gate 70? I have no idea where the hell that's at. So, we're not going to get all the way over there. Sounds like I got to get off here anyways, because it sounds like the groceries have arrived and I need to help Mrs. Woodlands. Yeah, so we're just going to go over here, find a spot, and call it a day. Anyways, short flight, and hope you enjoyed it. Kind of comical, because nothing, and I do mean nothing, went right in all of that. Turn our taxi, turn off our landing lights, turn off our strobe, well, no, our strobe's out. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm getting all kinds of oversteps. Tell you what, we're just going to go here. We're going to put on our parking brake.
Yeah, of course, I understand.
The doors verified?
And we're going to kill our engines. APU still on, burning. Kill this. Aircraft is parked. And we are good to end the flight in the A-cars. So that successful landing, albeit a little sloppy, it was successful. It was a decent rate. A rate that I'll accept. That got us where we needed to be. So I gotta go. Thanks for flying. Hope you had a great time, and we'll see you next time here on AA.